Good morning. It's about 6:30 in the morning and Rose and I are awake taking our morning walk. Daniel's still sleeping, I think probably until about 7:30, but we're going to church today. We're going to check out a church that was recommended to us by PD, so we're super excited to check it out. And then after church, we're getting brunch with two of our really close friends that we knew in Seattle that now live in New Mexico, but they are visiting Phoenix. So they're in Phoenix and we're gonna get together with them after church service. So it should be a pretty fun day. We'll probably vlog it for you guys as we just explore this city a little bit more. Our church, or this church that we're trying, is only about 15 minutes away, which is really awesome. Hopefully it'll be a good day. See you guys later.
Good morning. Happy Sunday, everyone. We are checking out our first church today, and just wanted to hop on here and say good morning and hello.
Good morning.
What church are we going to?
I don't know, I keep forgetting the name. Something Fellowship.
Open Door Fellowship.
Okay.
So
it was recommended to us by PD, so we are super excited to check it out.
yeah,
We're going to an early service at 9 o'clock, which is different for us because we used to go to 11 a.m. service. And then we're meeting our friends for brunch after. So
super excited. Hope you guys have a great Sunday.
it'll be a good day. We'll let you know how it is.
All right.
Okay, so we made it to the church and we're 15 minutes early. So we're just hanging out for a second before we go inside. Yeah, we did really well on time today because we wanted to make sure we weren't late. So we're just chilling. We're really excited.
I was saying, we're thinking maybe more people will show up at the later service. There's two services. One's at 9 o'clock, which is the one we are going to, and then one at 11 o'clock, which is the time that our home church, goes to or has service. And that's the one that we went to, so it might be more popular, but
yeah,
we'll check it out. We're excited.
Hey guys, sorry to interrupt this vlog, but I was just putting it together and realized that somehow a piece of footage got lost about us talking about this first church that we went to because we really enjoyed it and liked it. And I remember having a piece of footage talking about that, but I can't find it anywhere. So I just wanted to pop in and tell you our thoughts on this church. Okay, so I brought Daniel up here. He was working on his car in the garage, but he has a little break, so we're just gonna tell you about this church.
Did you already say the name?
No.
So
well, we said it in the clip before, but
oh, okay.
yeah, we can say it again. It doesn't
So
matter.
it's Open Door Fellowship, and Pastor Daniel recommended the church to us, which is why we checked it out in the first place.
And the connection that he had was, I don't know if you guys have heard of the book The Cure, but there's 3 authors in that book, and John Lynch is one of those authors, and his brother, Caleb Lynch, has a church here, and that's Open Door Fellowship. So that's why PD has that connection to the church, and then told us about it, and we really wanted to check it out. Daniel's actually reading The Cure right now, so.
And then you're
I want to read it after.
Yeah,
we only have one copy, so Daniel's reading it right now, and then I'm super excited to read it after. But it was really cool to know that there's a church here that's kind of like a small connection like that or something. So
yeah.
We were super excited to check it out. And what are your first thoughts, you feel like?
Definitely just made me feel like we're at home, similar to our home church, Church of the Beloved, and just got a lot of good vibes. That they weren't, trying to be someone they weren't, or
it
they
just felt
seemed
really real.
Honest, yeah. They're just really welcoming. The pastor's wife stopped us and
she ran out after
to a
service
lot of people
and was like, I wanted to say hi to you guys before you left. And
she really reminded me of Lydia, my oldest sister, who's Pastor Daniel's wife.
She reminds us a lot of her and just the caring nature she has of wanting to meet new people and welcome them to the church and really get them involved in any way that they want to be involved in stuff. So after service, she stopped us and talked to us for a while and introduced us to so many people, which was really awesome because that's exactly what we're looking for.
Yeah, we're going to go check it out again this coming Sunday, so we're excited.
We also checked out a new church the following week, so here's the footage from that.
Good morning. It's another great day, and we're about to go check out our second church today. And I already forgot the name. Dream City Church, that's what it's called. And this church is more of a, it's a mega church, I think. So I'm sure it'll be a little different because we've never attended a mega church on a long-term basis. And today we're just checking it out, but we'll see how it is. This one's a lot closer to where we live. It's about 8 minutes. So that'll be convenient, but we'll see what kind of, I don't know, atmosphere and initial take we get. What do you think?
I am looking for a bomb worship service, so we liked the worship at the church we checked out last week, but I kind of like the vibe of like a worship service in a mega church. We're not really big fans of a mega church, but we're gonna give it a shot.
I feel like when we did attend a mega church, the sermons weren't very good, and they were very
like positive influence. Like, how do you explain it?
Yeah, I don't know. They just
It just like preaches on all the good stuff. Like, if you have God in your life, God is good. Like, everything will be good, but like doesn't really get into like the nitty gritty, like
prosperity.
Oh,
That's
prosperity gospel.
Prosperity.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like trying to think of the word, but I couldn't think of it. So.
Yeah. So we've gone to one in Federal Way that we weren't big fans of. So
we'll see, and we'll check it out. Let you guys know, and we're off. We gotta get going.
Okay, we made it to church, which is super close to us, so that's awesome. But now we're driving around the parking lot trying to figure out where to park because it's so big. So we just went to the back entrance, I think. So now we're trying to park closer to what we think is the front entrance. But it's beautiful. It's kind of up in the mountain a little bit, but you could totally see it. Like, as we were driving, it's this huge building with a big cross on top of the roof. So looks awesome.
Shalom.
Excited. So this is like the front, which is super nice that it's like really shaded and stuff by this like structure. And then I think we like go in somewhere in there. Oh, we can just see the car now. But the building's right behind that, so we're gonna go walk over there and go check it out. Excited?
Yeah.
We'll see you guys after and let you know how it is. I got rosé hair on my face.
Are we in focus?
Nope. Not both of us.
It's okay.
I think you're in focus.
Yeah,
I
because
think
we're
we're
on the
both in
same thing.
focus. Okay. So you just got back.
From church.
And it's exactly what we talked about. So, yeah. Complete prosperity gospel. Honestly, the worship was good, but still didn't really vibe with it also.
It was good, except it felt...
It was like a concert.
Yeah.
So it was like a little too much. Like, we walked in before worship even started because we were early, and there was fog, like, already, like, dispersed into the auditorium that we were in. Like so
that's not necessary.
That's, yeah, really not necessary. It's not about that. I'm out of focus. Okay.
Oh, I'll just go like this.
Okay.
And, like, not even the fact that the worship was just really like a concert feel. They even had like those lights that were like kind of distracting.
Yeah.
They were like lasers basically like rotating all around and like
changed like during certain parts of the song, and just I think it's just very distracting. And for me, like, I am such, like, when it comes to worship, I could just love like voices and one guitar. Like, that's it. I love like acoustic sounds, and like I thought it would be really cool to check out a church that I knew would have like a big worship like this, but I think it was a little too much, and yeah. I honestly like still didn't really vibe with it. So there's that. And then
don't want to go into it too much.
Yeah, we won't go into too many details because we don't obviously just want to like bash a church, but it just was not what we were looking for.
Yeah.
So
well, one big thing too was the sermon was just video, like we were live video
feed or something.
Yeah, there's a
I
live
don't even
video
think it was live. I think this was
recorded
like previously,
Yeah.
So there wasn't like a pastor like preaching in front of us. It was just like
on
a video. So that was a little
I was trying
disappointing.
to say like live. We were like videoed in or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But
yeah, we didn't know it would be like
Not a big
that.
fan
And
of
so
that.
we're not a big fan of that. Because there are a ton of, what is it called?
campuses. Yeah.
all around the Arizona area for this church. And so I didn't know that like we would be one of the like videoed
Campuses,
ones.
yeah. And then just the sermon itself and
We were not a
other
fan.
vibes.
Like
but
we have I don't want to say too much because I don't want to like obviously.
And I mean, I'll say I'm glad we still went just because after that we were both like, yeah, I think that first church we went to is the one for us. It gave us clarity, and
That's all we
even more
wanted.
excited.
We just wanted to like not only go to that one church and not like try other ones before we made our decision if we wanted to go to Open Door. But that just like sealed the deal for us. I'm excited to really actually get plugged into that church and see what's gonna happen there.
All right, little update. That's all.